Peace, peace. I see you. What's happening? Late night. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you. Just another late night joint up with the vampires. You know how it go. Give a minute for the family to come in. Welcome to the stream, whoever that is. Do appreciate you stopping by. Politicking and bullshitting. That's what we doing. We politicking and bullshitting. Feel free to hit that like while you watch me. That'd be pretty dope. You should be dope. How you doing, man? What's all right? Appreciate you stopping by. You know, I'm sitting here just playing this. I still play Xbox 360. Don't make fun of me. Don't make fun of me. Up with the vampires, just having a good night. Got a bunch of shit in the mail, so I'm feeling good. What's up, Chicago? Yeah, you see me. I'm gonna do another. I'm gonna do another hood stream. I don't know if you've seen that one yet. You said get Fortnite. I might have to fuck with Fortnite. I might have to. You make it look too easy though. See, I can't be fooled by the motherfucking Chicago. Fucking Clutch God says it's easy. That's like Jordan, like, yeah, man, you know, scoring 100 points is nothing. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not. I'm no good. We will. We will. You know, actually. We might play sooner than later because I'm trying to get this motherfucking laptop. I need another laptop. I got 3 laptops. Well, what's up, Mimi? Nice to meet you. Appreciate you stopping by. We just politicking bullshit in here, man. Feel free to say whatever the fuck. We chopping about anything in here. Don't listen to Clutch God, Chicago Gaming. Fortnite is not as easy as he make it look. Fuck that. Fuck that. I play Call of Duty Ghost. I'm the best at this motherfucker. Ah, shit, straight up. Oh my God, no. See? You see what happens? You see what happens? Call of Duty is only fun because it's the only game I play. Like I said, I don't really play Xbox. I don't really play Xbox or PlayStation. I'm not a gamer. It's just my lady sleep, my kids asleep. I'm tired of reading this goddamn book, so I figured I'll, jump on this motherfucker and just kick it. Bored, pretty much. I read all day. I read all day. Did some practice work with my daughters on how to read, practice some Swahili, and we called it a day, man. So now it's just late night shit. Ain't nobody up with me, ain't nobody up in this house. Some peace and quiet. Talk to the family in here. But Mimi, you said your name was Mimi. Well, don't get so frustrated on Fortnite. If you want some tips on Fortnite, go to Chicago Gaming. He was just in the chat room. Go to his channel. Jamila, Mimi, got you. Well, nice to meet you, Jamila. Let me make sure I say that right. Yep. I appreciate you stopping by. Hit that sub. And stay tuned because I got a bunch of videos. Feel free to check those out. This is really just a random Random stream that I'm doing right now. I had no plan. Just jumped on, talked to the family. I see you made it. Uh, it's late for me. I don't know what time it is for you, but it's late for me. So if it's late for you, congratulations, man. We made it through the day. We made it through the day. That's all that matters. Some of us had a tough day. My partner came over. He had a tough day today, but hey, man, we made it. We can't complain too much. We can bitch and moan about the day, but it's over. We made it. I fucking suck at this game when I ain't paying attention. Hardcore, this hardcore shit ain't no joke. For me, it's 12:30 in the morning. So we got a slight time difference. Either way, either way, I appreciate you being here, regardless of what time it is. I appreciate you stopping by, man. How old are you, Jamila? You a young man, young woman? Trying to see, trying to do my own census report on YouTube to see what my age bracket looking like. I'm an old man. An old man. I'm 47. No, I'm playing. Yeah, 38-year-old. Well, nice to meet you, Queen. Nice to meet you, Queen. I appreciate you stopping by. Like I said, my whole channel is dedicated to positive messages and just positive perspectives. So feel free to enjoy the videos, have a good time. Tatiana. Jamila Tatiana. All right, Jamila Tatiana. My mom said, I've heard, my mom ain't never said, but she brought it up. She said, never trust somebody with two first names, Jamila and Tatiana. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Should I be worried? Don't worry about that, actually. Just give it some time. Like I said, you're new to the channel. I'm going to open up something called a Discord, I believe it's called, to where we can talk. We both can have the opportunity to talk to each other. So just be on the lookout for that. I'm going to try to set it up tomorrow morning. Try to set it up tomorrow morning. Oh, you got the fucking text to type or whatever it's called, where it finishes your sentences for you. On Discord, you could talk, or you could chat as far as text messages and stuff. But a lot of people want to talk, and I want to talk to y'all because we have a lot of decent conversations on this channel. And we're pretty open to perspectives, so everybody's welcome. So we're gonna have that popping up. That Discord's gonna be coming real soon, probably in the morning. But yeah, Tatiana, Jamila. I'm gonna call you Mimi. You said people call you Mimi. Okay, got you. Well, Mimi, Queen, I do appreciate you. You know, I need more feminine perspectives on this channel. I got a lot of masculine on this channel. I got a couple feminine energies on my channel, but we need you, Queen. Because me and the fellas get in here, we start talking. And we can only have a masculine perspective. So it's good to have a feminine perspective and balance us out. You know? It's late night. This is more of a woman's time of the day. The nighttime is more of the feminine principle of the day. So glad you're here. Damn, I'm getting my butt beat. Mimi, I'm getting my butt beat. Where you from, Mimi? I live here in Ohio. Got some family on here from the UK. Got a couple places out here, man. That's the beauty of YouTube. You get to speak to people from just various parts of the world. It allows me to have different perspectives. You know. No self promotion. No self promotion. That's just uh, a blue cup. Hey now, Mimi. I see you. I see you. Okay, the first one said Eli. Yeah, the first time it said Eli. Now it's Mimi BD. Okay. Those are both yours. At one point somebody said they were Mimi. Yeah, okay. So that was your other profile, Mimi? Bionic Toasters. Yeah, okay, got you. Bionic is good people. He come in here from time to time, show some love and support. Yeah, absolutely. Uh-oh. But yeah, Bionic come in here from time to time. That's pretty dope. I'm glad you got to come in, you know. I don't know if he told you about my channel then. But yeah, we speak on a lot of things you might be interested in as a older woman. You know, I get a lot of younger people in here. So it'd be beautiful to have you on. That's right. We respect mama. You ain't telling me nothing. I dig it. You get all the respect on this page. I don't know about other platforms, but on this channel, on this page, we respect the woman, 100%. So absolutely, thank you for stopping by, mama. Feel free to check out my channel, mama. Absolutely, it's for the more mature level thinkers. So I think you'll appreciate it. Hold on, I gotta take a second, real quick. I'm getting my ass beat. What's up, family? I see we got somebody else in here. How you doing today? Or how you doing this late night? Depending on where you at. Oh, shit. I dropped some of my shit. Hold up. Okay, there we go. Hey, yo, did y'all see how the motherfucking J Rails? What's happening, J Rails? What's up, God? I see you, man. Welcome. You up with the vampires too, huh? For me, it's 12:30 damn near, so I'm up. But did y'all see the? Thank you for stopping by, J Rails. Do appreciate you, buddy. Gotta say that before anything. But did you see the motherfucking Catholic Church, bruh? These sick motherfuckers got like 70 to 80 fucking rape cases on they head right now, bruh. And then the motherfucking Pope just turned around and said that pedophilia is okay. Like, what? What are you talking about? He did. Absolutely. Like I said, it's all love on this channel. I don't know about other platforms, but it's all love on this channel. That's way better than negative, you know? Let's focus on the positive. Your son knows better. He raised a good boy. Oh, I'm playing some old shit for real to keep it real with you. I'm playing Call of Duty Ghost on Xbox 360 with a broken controller and everything, bro. That's duct tape. Yeah, I'm playing some old school shit. Absolutely, mama. Absolutely. Absolutely. The Catholic Church, I got a whole video on that. The Catholic Church, one of the sick, are the most sickest motherfuckers on this planet as far as, you know, people in positions of certain type of power. Absolutely. They got over 80 cases. If you see my video on pedophilia and rape, there's more on there. I was just seeing this shit on TV. That's why I brought it up. Like, I know I'm not the only one, obviously, to see this shit. Y'all worry, and for any and every rapist, y'all deserve death in my eyes. But y'all focus on R. Kelly, and I'm not defending this motherfucker by any means. But y'all focus on R. Kelly when you got uh, Harry Weinstein or whatever the fuck his name is to worry about. You got Elvis Presley to worry about. You got Woody Allen to worry about. You got Charlie Sheen passing out HIV like it's candy, and nothing has happened. And to top it all off, you got like we said, this motherfucking Catholic Church. But all you see is the motherfucking media talking about R. Kelly pissing on motherfuckers and shit. Listen, I don't condone any of that shit, right? But in like a worst comes to worst situation, and a worst comes to worst, that means extreme conditions. But on a worst come to worst, I'd rather, hey, I'd rather you piss on somebody than touch a kid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But if I had to pick the worst out of the two, you don't touch kids, bro. I got three daughters, two sons. You touch any of my children, or you even look at them wrong as a grown ass person, you liable to get hurt. So this whole R. Kelly shit, it's shit. It's like, bruh, I understand the church is the church, and most of the population, not all, but most of the population is a religious people. I can kind of get it, but when you got over $1 million worth of lawsuits filed against you as a church for pedophile and rape, you need to be frontline news, because these are children that come to you for guidance. These are children that you use and manipulate with the word of God. It take a sick motherfucker, and especially you in a position of power of that church. Like I said, the Pope said pedophilia was okay. Like, bruh, are you serious? Oh, I didn't see that. I'm already hip, mama. What's your thoughts on weed? My thoughts on weed? My personal opinion on weed. Weed is good for you. That's actually a fact, but that's not my opinion. My opinion is weed is good for whoever uses it, if that's what you call it, because they say it's a drug, so you use drugs, even though it's only the only drug that actually helps people. But weed is fine as long as you know how and you're financially fit to support your intake, if you will, because it's not an addiction. But it's good to me. I mean, to each his own. Like, if you say weed is bad, then hey, man, that's up to you. But weed is the only motherfucking thing around here curing motherfuckers of certain cancers and diseases. Ain't no other over the counter drug, man made drug doing that. None of them. None of them. None of them. So weed is exactly what you need for certain things. It is what it is. But now, do I think children or young people should smoke weed? Only for medicinal purposes, obviously. But other than that, no. Wait till you a grown ass person to make that decision. When you situated yourself in life, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I know they trying to fuck up with the weed. I already know. I already know they fucking up the weed. That's why I don't know. That's why I don't promote smoking what people call gas. You know, I be smoking gas from time to time. I ain't gonna perp, but this new weed, this where you gotta smoke a lot of weed. You know, the music artists and media promote you smoking the best of weed and shit. And now you gotta smoke 3 or 4 blunts because you want to chase that super duper high. You're turning it into an addict for a reason. Weed don't make you do shit like that. You're supposed to be able to smoke, feel good, be calm, cool, relaxed, eat, and chill out. You shouldn't have to smoke 3 or 4 blunts. You know, I hear motherfuckers talking about, yeah, we rolled up like 7 blunts and we was just chiefing. Like, bitch, I just need to smoke 1 blunt, feel good, and get the fuck on about my day. What are you doing? You figure a zip costs like enough. I'm not gonna put out no prices on YouTube, but a healthy zip isn't cheap. So if you smoking up your whole sack just to spend more money to get some more to chase another high, something's wrong with you. And something's wrong with the weed you're smoking. You need to watch your weed. Like, bruh, I know people, personally, I know people who smoked weed just to turn around to be addicted to other drugs because motherfuckers put something in their weed. Nope. Nope, nope. When I roll up, I smoke what I rolled up. I am not smoking. Nope. Pass you the blunt? No. No, I'll pass you the weed man's number or something, motherfucker. You're not. I'm not. No, I'm not smoking your weed. I'm not smoking it. Because if you don't know where your weed come from and then you want me to smoke your weed, I feel like you're trying to, trick me and make me a crackhead or something. I don't know. But I don't trust this new weed is the point. This new weed got chemicals and poisons spraying on it and shit. And it ain't even about what they spray on it. It's about what they put in the water. It's about what they put in the dirt where they grow this motherfucking shit. It ain't about just the water. Don't get it twisted. It's about the dirt. It ain't about just the chemicals. It's about the dirt and the water. I used to grow weed. I used to sell the plants. You know, I never did no fuck shit to the weed, but I know how it's supposed to, you're supposed to grow it naturally, not on some weird shit. And J-Rail, so I don't really do, vape pens and shit. I'm not one of those guys. Give me a Swisher Sweet or some papers. I'm straight. I'm good. I'm a Swisher, man. For different areas, it's different types. I know people who like backwoods. I know people who like zigzags. I fuck with Swishers. I wake up, take my piss or whatnot, smoke a little bit, not the whole joint, nothing. Just hit it a couple times, get my day started. And then I don't do dabs. I don't do none of that. I smoke Swisher Sweets. That's all I do. I'm a basic motherfucker because basic just needs and necessities being met. That's all you need to do. So I roll Swishers, bro. Right. I got 2 packs rolled up already. Check this out. Cause I was bored. Can y'all see that? Just because I was bored. Just because I was bored. Could have used this on a Swisher. Chose not to. Just because I was bored. I read a book. I got tired of reading. And some told me to you should roll a cross joint, call it a day. But yeah, man. I was just seeing that just to finish off my point of my earlier conversation. I was just seeing how the media is trying to kill Bill and kill our kills, and I don't hear too many words about the Catholic Church. Shit is wild, G. The Weinstein dude, whatever his name is, Harvey Weinstein or Weinstein, what the fuck ever. He's a rapist too, shit. Woody Allen, that motherfucker's a rapist too. He married his adopted kid and shit. Like, the fuck? Y'all focus on one motherfucker pissing on somebody, and like I said, if he touched little kids, kill him. I don't give a fuck who he is, black, white, kill him. But let's be real serious here. Let's be real serious. Other than R. Kelly, it's a whole bunch of known rapists doing known rapist shit that you don't hear a glance about. We can't focus on one thing because while the left hand doing something, the right hand doing something too. So we need to keep our eyes on the shoulders. You feel what I'm saying? That's a boxing tip. Keep your eyes on their shoulders. Don't watch their hands. But that's what it is, family. That's just real shit. I always see the bigger picture. This is a bunch of shit. You feel what I'm saying? You got Bill Cosby gone. Now they trying to do Michael Jackson dirty. You know? Why they doing R. Kelly and Michael Jackson dirty? They're doing Bill Cosby dirty. But then, on the flip side, and this is how they do it, on the flip side of that, Colin Kaepernick got his job back. So you sacrifice 3 black men for 1 black man. And that's just funny to me. Because nobody, I mean, maybe somebody does see it like that and understands that's really what's going on. Just don't have a voice to say nothing. I don't know. But you sacrifice 3 for 1, I guess. What'd that comment say? Absolutely, J Rails. I appreciate you stopping by, man. You have a good night, good day. I'll be here again. You come holler at me, man. It's good seeing you. I do appreciate you. But yeah, man, it's a bunch of bullshit. Hey now, Parker Brown. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the late night stream. You know, we just talking shit, politicking and bullshitting. We was just talking about weed and the Catholic Church. 2 things that shouldn't go in the same sentence, but that's what we was talking about. And just to let you know what was said about the weed is okay in proportion. And if you can deal with it, if you're situated in life, I have no problem with you smoking a little bit of ganja. As long as, you know, you're economically stable, you know, and you're of age. If you're a young person, the only reason you should be smoking weed is if it's for a medicinal purpose. That's the only reason I would encourage. Yeah, absolutely. The only reason I would encourage weed amongst young people is as long as their parents, you know, are around and it's for a medicinal purpose. If you can't afford to smoke, I mean, if you can't afford to do any extracurriculars, you shouldn't be trying to. You know, a lot of people go broke just to be a part of the cool kids. Nah. So smoke weed, man. If you're able to and you're in the position in life to be able to. If you're not, get your shit together first. And then if you still feel like smoking a little bit, that's entirely up to you. I'm nobody in this chat room or anybody who sees this. I'm not your daddy. I can't tell you shit. I just tell you how I feel about it. I'm getting my ass handed to me. I was always told motherfucking weed is a gateway drug. No, it's like a gateway to like the grocery store. Oh, absolutely. They giving motherfuckers more time for having weed on them than they do for killing a motherfucker. And the reason I say that is because I know, once again, I know personally a person, you know, I'm not going to get into details, but I know a person who got caught with 14 grams. For anybody who don't know better, that's a half, okay? Got caught with 14 grams. Got to do 8 years. I know a woman who was in our local newspaper. She hanged a kid in the basement of a daycare and got probation. Think about that. How you get more time for a little bit of weed than hanging? Didn't I don't believe she killed the kid, but either way it goes, hanging a kid in the basement of a daycare. How do you get more time for the weed? Well, the reason I believe, I have to use my words very carefully because there's always those people who like to nitpick at wordplay. But the reason I believe that's going on is because prison is slavery. There's no other way around it. Prison is slavery. What do you need for good production, though? Workers. In this case, slaves. So let's book as many motherfuckers as we can for this petty shit, get our money from them, off of them, and benefit from their slave work in our jail cells and our prisons. And then once we get enough, then we'll let it be legal because we already got the work from you. But when we make it legal, it's going to have stipulations behind it. So if you want to smoke some weed, you can't buy a gun. Now you're going to take my gun away from me because I chose to smoke weed. It is my decision. But you take my gun away from me. Now I don't have the right to bear arms because I smoke weed. How does that work? That's nowhere in the Constitution or any of that type of shit. So it's just a gameplay, you know. We make money off you, and then we make it legal. Then we make money off of the businesses that sell it, and then we take your guns from you, penalize you if you don't follow suit with each and every stipulation, and we're not gonna let all the people that went to jail for petty. We're not letting them go. We still want that money too. It's this thing in law called chattel. We are chattel, cattle. We're the same thing. So I believe that's why. It's a money scheme. Just like prostitution, pimping and hoeing. One of the oldest jobs on this planet is hoeing. And it's a job. Before it became a taboo, it was a job. Let's not forget history. I'm a history buff. Let's not forget history. Hoeing, prostituting, whatever you want to call it, tricking, it don't matter. We know, we're grown ups. We know what we're talking about. Hoeing, that's one of the oldest jobs on the planet. But you can't tax a hoe unless you a pimp. So the government ain't making no money off hoes. So therefore, hoeing is illegal. You can't make money off drug dealers. Therefore, we're gonna make it legal. This is just another way to say we're gonna make money from it. We figured out a way. Let's let them have their weed. They're not gonna remember about all the people that went to jail. They're not really gonna give a fuck about their guns because for some they don't even have a gun in the first place, so it doesn't matter. But they don't realize martial law is like right around the corner. It's right around the corner. You're a great young man. I respect it. Thank you, Mimi. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm going to tell you where I learned how to be a good father. I learned how to be a good father because my father wasn't around. That's not a pity party either. From him not being around, I understood the significance of me being around for my children. And so people who grow up with no dad or mom and use that as an excuse, that's all it is to me. It's an excuse. Just because you weren't raised with a parent, whether it's mom or dad, you have the decision to learn from that. And I learned from his absence the importance of being there. So I base my fatherhood off my father's lack of fatherhood, which molded me to be a better dad. So for all those young, men and women who might not have a dad or might not have a mom, it's fine. Learn from their mistakes. Learn how you felt from them being absent. That way, in the future, if you have children, you remember how important it is to be there. That's just a disclaimer for the youngins. Don't let nothing make an excuse out of you, okay? Yep, I agree, Parker. Absolutely. Let them smoke weed. Hey, look, you see my shirt. Now, I'm not promoting drugs. Don't get it twisted. It's just if you old enough. Left me with my 27, 25-year-old. Well, I mean, at that age, they grown. But see, that's something I understand because I've spoke with my mom about, you know, her relationship with my dad and the whole dynamics of that. And so I get it. You know, at least for my mom, it was her choice and she made the decision to leave and it was the better choice for her and me. And as a young man, I would kind of get mad at her for him not being around. I wouldn't necessarily say it was her fault, but I always had this feeling it was until I matured. You know, I had to go through the young stage of not knowing any better. Well, I done been in and out of jail too, Mimi. It go like that. But for men, what I'm learning and what I've learned through my experience of just living is it's tough because the man is a very important piece in the whole grand scheme of life. The man is definitely important. So, but at the same time, we're in a society where society tells the man that he has to live up to a certain standard. I don't really want to get into the certain standard, but men are told, just like women, but we're speaking on the aspect of the male at the moment. The man is thrown into the world with the whole world looking at him through a lens because we have a lie told to us that a man is a certain way and you have to live up to a certain standard. Well, for a motherfucking young man who might not possibly have them good male role models in their life, he's learning as he goes. So he's going to make those mistakes as he goes. And if there's nobody in his life or who steps in his life to correct his ways, help him realize his ways, he's going to grow into a rough and rugged motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to get motherfuckers that go to jail. Like me, I was single mom. Yeah, that's all it is, Parker. It's just an experience thing, I didn't have the right people in my life. So I learned as I went and I made mistakes all through that motherfucker, all through it. But in the end, I figured it out. You know what I'm saying? And so for some people, like myself, you got to learn the hard way. It doesn't matter if he's 25, 27, 42, 18. It doesn't matter. You learn how you learn. And if you got to learn the hard way, you got to learn the hard way. If you got good people in your life and you still got to learn the hard way, hey, motherfucker, bye. You got to go learn the hard way, motherfucker. I tried to tell you. And some people got to live like that. But society superimposes how a man should be with a young man's mind who hasn't ever experienced manhood. He's pretty much going off of what he sees around him, hears around him, what's accepted around him. Those things play factors into molding his mind, his perspectives on how he is. And it's the same thing with a woman. I don't like speaking on the woman's behalf, but I can only speak on what I know society is like for the woman. And it's hard for a woman too, G. Hold on, let me turn this up so y'all can see. Give me 2 seconds. I see you posted. Give me 2 seconds. Well, it's late. She sleeps, so where's my festivities at? Absolutely, and that's just one of the ways. One of the ways you gotta learn. Sometimes it be the hard way. Sometimes you just gotta learn it as it happens. I had to learn a lot of shit as it happened, you know? And the biggest thing that I realized as a young man that stuck out to me the most nowadays is ego. Everybody has an ego. Everybody in here watching me has an ego. I have an ego. Everybody has an ego. As a young person, your ego is wild. Your ego is really impressionable. It's soaking in every experience it gets, every opportunity it gets. So our egos are usually the problem because nobody tells you about the ego. They just say you have a big ego, but they don't tell you what it is. If they were to be able to tell you your ego is just a part of you, it's that part of you that thinks you are what you are, but you're not. That's your ego. Your ego is, I'm the best. I'm not worth shit. That's ego. As a young man, it's whatever it is. As a young woman, it's whatever it is, but it's impressionable. Monique, what's happening? Peace, peace. Appreciate you stopping by, Queen. Thank you, thank you. You up with the late ones with me, huh? Good shit. I appreciate you stopping by. Remember to hit that like, everybody. You know, for a little YouTube streamer guy like me, they ain't even looking for me. Make them look for me. I think the lady is up. I think the lady is up. She can't get in the room. You gotta turn it to the left, babe. Keep turning it to the left. Man, you better be able to open this door. Prison is not fun. You watch Roman getting. Yeah, I know. But see, that's when it's up to you, Parker. That's when it's up to you. You have a responsibility now, whether you accept it or not. You have a responsibility. You know what I mean? You've been through the experience. You know firsthand experience of what's to come if these little niggas keep doing what the fuck they doing. And I didn't have that. I didn't have a motherfucker be like, look, King, you fucking up, G, and punch me in my chest. I didn't have one of those. It wasn't until later in life where an OG came up to me and put me in line. And if he wasn't such an elder, I give titles. Titles are earned. So if I call you elder, it's because you've given wisdom. You're about helping people. You've put in that work to push people in the right way. There's a difference between elders and just old folks, right? But an elder put me in my place one day at the barber shop and whatnot. And ever since that day, I changed up. But all the motherfuckers that went to prison when I was coming up came out and glorified it. And I didn't see any fun in jail, even when they glorified it. But that didn't stop my ass from going to jail, because even though they told me how shitty it was, they glorified it, but they told me it was shitty. But nobody stepped into my life and directed me a different way. So now that I have the experience like you do, Parker, I take it upon myself for my lady, her nephews, my nephews, the young homies I know. I always give them game. I always tell them, look, niggas do not respect people who go to jail. You got caught. You don't get respect for getting caught. You get respect for going and handling business, being a man of your word, taking care of your family, taking care of your peoples. Grown-ups, real motherfuckers, we respect that. These young motherfuckers respect drugs, sex, stupid shit that I thought was cool at one point too. And then I got hit. That shit ain't cool, because when you go to jail, ain't nobody there for you. When you get out, them conversations ain't the same with people no more. And if you anything like me, you gonna go back to jail because you didn't learn. And this all ties back into you learn the hard way sometimes, and that's to each his own. You feel what I'm saying? I can't say you're a bad person for going the hard way. No, some people need the hard way. Like a motherfucking genius sitting in basic algebra class is bored. That nigga need a challenge. He needs something harder. Gotta learn the hard way. He gotta fail a test to be like, okay, I need to get on my game. And when you playing life and you fuck up, eventually it come down to, all right, I gotta change this shit up, bro. Oh damn, I'm getting a new phone. I gotta switch that shit up. Absolutely, absolutely. Because once a criminal, always a criminal. That's what they told me. They looked at me. They pulled me to the side one day, and it's like, it was a big old conversation. But pretty much at the end, or in the middle, or towards the end, the lady, it was a lady. She said, you seem real smart, but I could tell you still got that criminal mind. Once a criminal, always a criminal. And when people say shit like that to me, I think it's a mind fuck. So I think they said that in order for me to get out of that bullshit. And I did. I did. The last time I went to jail, uh, it was for a lot of shit, particularly fighting cops. I'm not promoting that. I'm not saying anything that's cool about that. It's just you learn as you go, G. And if you can't keep your mental in line, you can't keep your emotions in line, you're gonna fuck up a lot. If you don't take advantage of the good people that you have in your life, you're gonna fuck up a lot. You just go fuck up if you don't listen, start sharpening it up. When you put your hand on the stove and that bitch hot, you don't do it again. Right. So if you sold some drugs or stole some shit or whatever the fuck you did to go to jail and you do it again, it's totally your fault. But as far as, getting a good job, Parker, I 100% agree and I understand. I'm not trying to get too deep in your personals or my personals, but I got a felony where I can't be around money. So, you know, people who associate felonies with money don't really want to hire you. They don't really want to give you no time. They don't really want to give you, they might let you at the interview and shit. Might smile in your face and say, we'll call you back. We know what that talking. So I got tired of that shit happening too. So like I said, and I've said plenty different times on, streams I do. I just decided to go into business for myself. Instead of looking for a handout, family needs this and that. Being broke ain't no good. Being a man who can't to take care of his family, that strikes a chord on the ego, which strikes a chord on the emotions, which strikes a chord on the mental. So I said, I'm tired of feeling like this. Let me figure out a way to bring some money in to get rid of that part of my ego. Since these jobs ain't really working out, I do too. I do too. But what's more important than doing that? Because to do that is great. But what people really need, or the children, the young people, whatever you want to call them, they need economics being taught in school much more than what it is currently. Because that's the big problem, right? Money has the biggest hold on people for some reason. Everybody needs money to pay bills, to buy food, to survive, to go to work, to pay bills, to buy food, to put gas in the car, to go to work, to do it all over and bullshit, right? So money, 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 money. If children knew how to balance money at a younger age, then they would see the risk reward in the street life. They would see the risk and reward in the decision making they're going to make. If they understood the basic principles of, sadly, you need paper money in this territory. And the only way to get it is to work for somebody. Be a good student, regurgitate what we force feed you to remember, pass this test, go on about your business. If you teach us how to manage money, to pull money in, to invest money properly at a young age, we wouldn't, and I'm talking for the motherfuckers that make it how they gotta make it, however they gotta make it. They wouldn't see the benefits of doing street shit. They see they lose money that way. You gotta pay for lawyers. It costs to go to every court hearing. It costs. So being in the streets economically ignorant, you're gonna be a hustler your whole life. Being a person who works all the time without proper economic intelligence, they gonna work all the time. They gonna look for extra hours. They gonna look for hiking pay and shit. Like my lady, she legitly has 2 different businesses that she can expand on at any time she wants. Because she understands that. I told her about it. And she already had the comprehension and understanding of it. So it just made sense to her to have that extra hustle, that extra, And that's what everybody should have. But it starts at a very young age. You'll keep a lot of people out the streets. I'm not even talking about young people, just in general, because it's older people in the streets too. I see a bunch of older people in the streets. If they understood proper economics, a businessman doesn't invest in something he know he gonna lose in, because he understands money. He understands how money works. So when we come out of jail, or we come out of a situation where we're, economically lacking, we go to what we know. Survival. Whatever that means for you, that's what you go back to. That's just what it is. But if you knew the power of you, if you knew that you were capable of anything, if Walmart can be built by a person, you can build your own Walmart. If somebody sold that shirt and them pants, you could do the same thing. Nothing is out of your limit of possibilities, but we don't know no better because don't know about, a lot of the times we don't have people, solid motherfuckers in our corner to keep us in line. So we learn through experience. And that's one of the best ways, really. So that's what I'm saying. I can't even knock a person who goes, has to learn the hard way. Because ain't nothing like experience. Ain't nothing like getting burnt and being able to tell somebody that shit hurts. Don't do it. That's just how I feel about it. We're gonna switch my phones after I'm done doing this. It's gonna take forever, eh? How long is it gonna take? How long did it take you?
Well, I tried to.
How long did it take you?
It took me like 4 hours.
Alright. We could do that in the morning, because I got a lot more books, videos. I got a lot more shit on my shit. But yeah, family, Parker, Mimi, that's just what it is, If I remember going to school and they had people that come to school and talk about drugs, and they had people talk about, jail. I remember at a young age, my mom took me to a jail cell, sat me in a jail cell, left me in a jail cell, so I could understand this shit for the birds. And I grew up my whole life thinking it was for the birds. It's just, when you're young, you don't have discipline over your emotions like that. You don't have discipline over your perspectives, and you don't have control of your ego as much. So I still made the mistakes every young person's gonna make. I might have made more, but I mean, it happens, G. As long as you learn from it, that's all the fuck that matters. There's never an excuse to be great. There's never an excuse to do better. When I got The first time I got out of jail, I got a job while being in jail. So it wasn't that jail was the excuse or jail was the reason I couldn't get a job. It wasn't until later on that my record, for for the most part, prevented me from getting jobs. And then I got tired of asking motherfuckers to give me a job. That shit don't sit right with me. Absolutely, absolutely, and that's what I say a lot on there. Spread positivity, you know. Be more cordial. Be more, positive to people. Help people out. Look out for people for the just because. You know what I'm saying? So you got a good friend right there. You got a good friend because I ain't have no friend in that position. My friends weren't with that. They was waiting for me to get out to cause ruckus. Like I said, mm, mm. As a young man, I didn't have good friends. We'll say that. I had people that were just around to kick it. People around just to see if I was going, fight they battles for them and shit. That's the type of friends I had. It wasn't until it literally for everybody has their own pace. Everybody gonna learn at their own pace. For me, it took me a while to get it right, and I still ain't got it all the way down pat. Because at any given moment, something could happen. But I had to learn a little slower than people, maybe. I can't even say that because everybody got their own pace predetermined. I thought your ass wasn't gonna get up. I know. There you go. Look at that right there.
Who lighting this?
We lighting that
When?
eventually.
Oh,
We ain't doing that shit on here. Not while I'm on this motherfucking note.
not tonight either here.
I just wanted you to see that shit, G. Yeah, you can find anything on YouTube. YouTube. I watched the motherfucker. See, that's the thing. I got a whole video on that. But you can find anything on the internet. I can watch people get beheaded on here. You just gotta press the 18 and over shit.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Motherfucker, look, I'm sure you already know, as you just stated, when you doing certain shit, certain lower self shit, you attract those energies. So as I was doing knucklehead shit, lower energy shit, I was attracting that type of people around me. So when I went down, and I didn't do the longest time or nothing like that. I'm not sitting here saying I'm some big bad jailbird. Take me to jail. I'm used to it. No, I ain't saying none of shit like that. But the motherfuckers I had around me, they was just waiting for me to come out to kick it. Come out to go back, like you said, to the same shit that put me in that position to go. It wasn't until older, the motherfuckers, the distance just grew a little more and more and more and more until I was down to one homie. And now I don't even kick it with that nigga. So it's like, I just watch everybody out. Just certain shit I don't like. If you do some certain shit I don't like, I won't keep you around because I know better now. Just know better now. And it all comes through experience. Motherfuckers you meet on the lower end of life, you gotta expect the lower end energy. You might get your blessings in between all the chaos. There's beauty in that chaos, but if you don't know no better, you ain't gonna see it as a blessing. You ain't gonna see them as a blessing. You gonna brush them off. You ain't gonna appreciate them while they're there because you focused on the energy that's focused on you. Bullshit. They just want to go back because they ain't in jail. They ain't experiencing that shit. You know, when they go in there, they want to bitch about the shit too. So it's like, if you know better, why is you still waiting for me to get out and not do better? Like, because you don't know better. Gotta get away from you. Gotta get away from you, G. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. I gotta focus on me. I gotta focus on the family if you got one, whatever. First of all, I gotta focus on me. That come first anyway. I don't care how long we've been friends. We could be friends for 20 years. If you get mad because I gotta focus on bettering myself, fuck it in. And that's how you can test a lot of these motherfucking people you call friends. Just start doing better for yourself. And I mean in a positive manner. Everything you should do should be building yourself positive. Just build yourself up. And see who just so happens to not be around anymore. Because it's meant to be. You start exposing that shit. So that's what we gotta do for the boy, huh? That's what we gotta do for the boy.
Yeah. And I had to like fake fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just rolling around.
But yeah, that's it, family. You just gotta learn through experience. Some people gonna learn the hard way. Whatever, as long as you learn is the point, you know. And the best way to change the one of the best tools you can have if you expect to better yourself is to learn understanding and acceptance. If you can you don't even have to master that. Let me rephrase that. If you can learn them two things, that goes a long way with growth. It goes a very long way. And you don't have to be a little older to grow. You can be a very young man or young woman and learn early. Appreciate it, Parker. I do appreciate you stopping by, man. Hit that like, hit that sub and notification. That way you get the notifications, you know. Cause we always keep it G and straight lace, and we talk about whatever. And it's all love on this channel, man. It's all love, as you see. So I do appreciate you. Have a good one, and definitely go and enjoy the smoke. Peace, peace. But yeah, just learn to accept and just understand. Understand mistakes will be made. It ain't the end of the world. Everybody make mistakes. As long as you learn from them, they're blessings. If you ain't learning from them, they burdens. So just know. Just accept it. It is what it is. You gonna fuck up. People gonna fuck up. Learn and grow. Deal with it. Deal with it. It's all right. It ain't the end of the world. We all fuck up. That being said, family, I think I'm about to head out myself. It's one of them late streams. I do appreciate the family for coming through on a late tip. Everybody who stopped by, thank you, thank you, thank you. But I'm out, so hit that like, that sub, and that noti. I'll be back at y'all. Peace when we're together, chaos when we're not. Pick up a book, gain some knowledge, spread some positivity. Have a rest of your good night. Have a good day. And if it ain't a good day, make it one because you have the power to.